Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That was 48 million. Ult. Oh my goodness. Okay. So, I'm gonna share the build, guys. I'm gonna share how I did it. I'm gonna share everything. Like, really. Okay, so I'm not supposed to create another Vulcan video because I like I already did like 3 guides covering this topic. And the reason I'm making this is really just to end it because some people actually requested for this, and some people actually were like they didn't like that I did not share the entire build in my previous post. So in this video, I'm gonna like just share you guys and be done with the Vulcan thing. Okay, so I I just showed you that. Oh my goodness, this is like 48 million ult. Really? So I'm not gonna cut the video, just kind of show you that I won't change anything in my setup here. Okay, I would even save that cough because like I've been recording since a few hours ago, and like my my throat is kind of itchy already. So let's take a look at my Song Jinwoo right now. My attack is already at 24k, 924, and here's my stats. My precision is 83%. And the reason I just increased that on my stats, I just added a bit just to kind of because I don't want to repeat that over and over again, really. So I want a more consistent damage because it took me a lot of time to actually do this and redo this again, and like boom, give you guys that 48 million. Oh, it's insane. It's insane. It's, oh my goodness. I wonder how much damage whales could actually deal when they do this. My crit rate is a bit low and my crit damage is just right. Penetration, damage increase. Okay, I think those are the only important things here. For my skills, my ult is maxed out and I used this one, Death Dance, 30% crit damage, and this one, Armor Break Decimation, critical hit damage increased by 50%. You saw this that I casted this before I released the ult. Okay, so as for my artifacts, I used a 4-piece Burning Curse. It's supposed to be 2-piece only, but I do like to get more attack and pen and any stats that I could get just to increase my attack. Okay, but my usual set is 2-piece and 2-piece here. And for my accessories, I just use my Beast Necklace. And the reason I use this is because its ceiling is much higher than, I do believe that its healing is so much like astronomically higher than the curse set, right? I was able to stack this 100 times before I released that ult, and that's already 160% attack, and I don't see curse set beating that even with the max stacks and max rolls on all of these stats. So I could be wrong, but I do believe that, right? Because it does make sense. 160% attack. That's crazy. And I'm not even sure if you can do this now on your characters. Like, you don't have to wait for like do the mechanics. You just stack it until the last second. It might be, well, it might probably even be easier than actually doing an early ult at 110 HP. But yeah, I'm not sure. That's just a possibility that maybe. So you guys try that. I won't be able to try that anymore because I'm tired of farming the ult blessings. Please, okay. This is my this is gonna be my last Vulcan content. For my blessing stones, I use the pulverize. So the damage you deal to affected by the break state effect increases by 18%. I just posted a video on the break state, explaining the break state, the solid analysis, etc., and some of the things that were inconsistent, translation errors. But overall, we tested pulverize, and this one works only when the opponent is, once the opponent stands up, then the damage goes to normal. So what we did there is to time that shield break so that we can get more damage from the pulverize. So if you want to review that video, I have that on my channel. Probably I'll just look it up on my channel. Just look it up on my channel. And I used boss layer just to get some increase in damage, and double-edged sword for increased attack. So I can use another damage skill actually, but I just use the sharp perception to kind of get some crit rate, because like I said, I don't want to repeat that again. If I didn't crit, then I have to stack all those beast stacks again for like 4 minutes, and it's crazy. That's like a one-time thing, right? For flex, just for flex. But you know, it's useless. Like, it's unnecessary. But yeah, you know, just for fun. We did that just for fun. The key thing there is that we have at least you just need at least A1 Moon Shadow. By the way, guys, you stack the Moon Shadow 3 times to get that. Target's damage taken increases by 15%. Okay, you're gonna get that. And for the Plum Sword, you're gonna get the amplifying draw plus a lot of crit damage here. Not gonna be explaining those anymore. You guys know it already from my previous videos. So this is just a secured crit rate, skill damage increase, crit damage increase. A lot of them from A5 especially. And then for our hunters, we have the full curse set on Alicia, and the only reason for that is to increase our total power. And we have a guardian set on Libora, and the reason we use Libora is for the debuff. It's increased damage taken by 15%. Her artifacts are just this one, and the right side is just a temporary artifact, again for total power. And the weapon is just this one. So this one is really irrelevant. The only important things here are this one, the guardian set, because if you use the guardian set, if your teammate activates a shield, which is Alicia, if she activates a shield on Jinwoo, then Jinwoo's also gonna get the increased damage dealt by 10%, and as well as the debuff, and that's it. And for Min Byung-gu, we have a crit rate, crit damage from his advancement, as well as the support skill that again increases damage taken by 15% for 20 seconds. And we have the full blessing set for total power as well as for the additional increase in damage dealt. So that's it. Like, there's nothing really special here, right? The only thing that I feel like change here are just those additional skills and procs, as well as wasting our time stacking all those stacks just for flex. Okay, so yeah, that's it. And our blessings: 40, 30, 30, 30, 40, 30, 30, 20, 30, and 24 crit damage. So that's gonna be 150% ultimate skill damage plus additional crit damage by 24%. Okay, so let's review the video, and I'll just show it to you and explain it to you one by one, just real quick. Okay, that part only. Let's go. But before that, guys, just in case your support is still free, we are now in the SLA Content Creator Program. If you love my content, if you love what we're doing here, feel free to support us here. That would really help a lot in my content creation. And also, if you need some codes, essence stones, rune fragment, etc., and if you haven't got one from other content creators yet, I still do have around 800 of these. If you want to receive one, feel free to support me here, and I'll be sending those codes to you guys every few hours. So yeah, thanks so much. Okay, so we're now back to the footage, and let's just go about this real quick, one by one. We have 4 double-edged sword on Vulcan already. We have 3 Moon Shadow stacks as well. And we have 100 stacks of 2-piece curse. That's total of 20% damage dealt increase. We have 5 stacks of Plum Sword. That's gonna be 60% critical damage increase, if I am not mistaken. 5 stacks of Sharp Perception, which is gonna be 10% crit rate, just to secure that ult, because we're kinda lacking in crit rate, as you saw in my gears. And we have 100 stacks of the Experts. 100 stacks. Okay, so let's play this again. And I just waited for this mechanic. He's gonna jump afterwards, and that's our Q. Okay, so as you can see here, I casted Min. We already casted the punishment, which is gonna be a 15% damage taken received increase, and the Burning Blessing, which is gonna be a 20% damage dealt increase. We now have the Shadow Step, which is gonna be a 60% defense decrease. And we now have the 30% damage increase from the Death Dance. 30% critical hit damage increase from the Death Dance. And we just used our Moon Shadow, and we just casted Libor as well, and debuff Vulcan with Charm. And we just casted Alicia as well to get that damage increase from the Ice Body Armor. Again, Genu's gonna benefit from that as well. And our Moon Shadow is now in, 3 stacks there. We used the Fire Armor Break and canceled it with Dodge, okay? And then we dodge to get an amplifying draw. We use the dash and then ult. And then woo, boom, 48 point freaking 3 million damage. I'm not sure if Vulcan's gonna be able to respond until next week with this one. Nice one there. Okay, so yeah, that's pretty much it. I do hope that you liked this video. I do hope that you learned a lot from this video again, although it's kind of repetitive already, and some people are already complaining that I was repeating this over and over, like, for many times now. But yeah, if you want more of these kinds of videos where we do builds, tactics, and strategies, crazy stuff like this, feel free to subscribe in my channel because there will be more of this. And also, I highly recommend that you watch my Power of Destruction videos as well if you are looking for ways to improve your score. I can guarantee that it's gonna be totally worth it and would help you a lot in terms of improving your performance there and rank in your servers. And so yeah, that's gonna be it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much for all the support.